No one wanted to give me a chance back then.
So you're very excited right now. I'm gonna buy a present right now, and very, very excited to do that right now, but a little bit out of it right now, a little tired right now. Didn't get the best night of sleep. I think I got around 4.5, 5 hours of sleep, so I'm a little off right now. I don't remember what time I woke up, maybe 7:30, something like that. So I think it was 7 actually, now thinking back on it. So I only went to sleep for like 4 hours, I think, something like that. So I'm a little off, so I didn't even talk about it because I didn't do any video, I think. I didn't do anything yesterday, so I actually ended up sleeping from 12:30 or 1. There's 12:30 to 4:30. Wow, that's crazy. So I went to sleep for 4 hours, and I messed up my sleep schedule. I mean, I still woke up on a decent time, like 7:30, but I was thinking, I gotta start waking up again, like 6 o'clock again, really early again. I gotta stack those hours, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it, after 10 o'clock, you can't really do anything. Your day's over, So when you're up for those extra hours, you're not really doing anything. But if you're up at like 5 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning, you can stack those hours against the people that aren't up. And when you're up when no one else is awake, it's like you get this feeling. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like an amazing feeling. Like I used to lift all the time back in wait, one second, let me just pull my sleeves up. Yeah, I don't know, I feel a little off my arms from, I don't know, it's getting a little too warm, I think it was. So yeah, I just feel a little more comfortable doing this time to time. But I used to wake up around 6 o'clock in the morning, and I used to lift. I used to leave the house by 6:40, something like that. I think I woke up 6:20, and then I'll leave 6:40, and I'll get to the gym by 7 o'clock, and I'll lift like that. And that was what I used to do. Of course, now I don't really do that as much, which I probably should be doing again now as I'm going into season now. I stopped doing it because my whole thing I messed up, so I started lifting after the season ended. I started lifting at night, and then I started, my whole schedule was messed up, my sleep schedule and everything I messed up. And then when the school year began, because my sleep schedule was messed up from February all the way to like, I think April. I mean, not April, till like July. That's when I really fixed it, in like July time. And the school year started in August, so August time, that's when I started lifting in the afternoon, after classes, stuff like that. But yeah, maybe now, I don't really know what I'm gonna do now. I'm probably gonna lift in the morning again, because I don't have classes now for the next 40 days. After I think Monday is my last class, and then after Monday it's finals. I mean, that's really it. That's nothing else left. So I mean, that's a little cool, having that whole thing. But I'm not really too concerned about, as long as I really pass my classes, I think then I'll be okay. I don't really care. I mean, the only reason why I want to pass my classes is because you need to pass your classes or be in a good academic standing in order to compete in wrestling in college. I mean, it's like that for any division, but I didn't know it was like that for here as well. I didn't think they were as strict, but I think they are. So, I just gotta be careful on that, and make sure I really lock in and study this weekend and pass that final for that one class, which I'm not doing good in. I got, I think, 8 out of 40 on the midterm, so it's 8 points. So the midterm was, I think it was 8 out of 30. So I got 8. Oh my god, I made the wrong turn. I mean, I missed the turn. Well, that kind of sucks. But yeah, I got an 8 out of 30, so it's 8 points on my grade. And the quizzes, I usually get like 6, like D minuses, D pluses, C minuses. So those like 60s, 70s. So my average is probably like 28 out of 100 so far. So if I get at least like a 30 on the final, because on the midterm I got a 28 or something like that, 26. So if I get like a 30 on the final, it'll be good. The only thing is I know nothing about this class right now, so I mean, I'm so focused on my whole content, my whole coaching, everything like that. I'm not really focused on school anymore because school's not gonna help my coaching or anything. You know, school only can the only good part about school for me right now is just to wrestle in college. And even then, there's a challenge along the way. There's some postseason, which is gonna be a little rough, but I can fight through it. And you know, I won't really get long. This is gonna be a really weird season. This is kind of cool that I'm documenting this whole thing actually now, because I didn't even expect it to be like this. With the way everything's going, this is probably gonna be my weirdest season I've ever had. I'll never have a weirder season than this, unless I get injured the whole season, like the whole like in like maybe 2 years or something like that. I get an injury and I'm out for the entire year and stuff like that, like the entire season. Because I think I'm gonna be back by January at least. I think by at least like mid-December I'll be recovered, and then right at the start of January I'll be fully recovered, and I'll be able to practice again and everything like that, which gives me some time to prepare for the postseason. I won't get a lot of time to prepare for that, and it's gonna be a weird postseason. So it's gonna be my weirdest ever year, and it's cool that I'm documenting the whole thing so you can see. It is unexpected. I didn't even expect it to be like this. I was expecting a really good season, but very weird. You know, I was supposed to start practicing in September time, and it's December time right now, and I still only been to one practice. So, you know, it's crazy. I like, no one's watching this right now, so I can say really whatever, really. But since July all the way to December, so that's around 5 months almost now. I think it was, yeah, almost 5 months, 5 or 6 months. Like from June, I think it was. Like July, I think July 5th was the last time I went to an actual practice. I think it was, and I don't think that was a full practice. I never done that a lot. So these places are kind of cool. You know, this building, stuff like that. I've never really gone to this area. I don't know why it's taking me to this side, but I'll do it. But anyways, yeah, this place looks sick. I know a lot of people from my old high school would live around this area. It's like a bunch of apartments and stuff like that. This looks like a cool area. But where was I going? Oh yeah, so basically I haven't really practiced at all, a full practice, in around 6 months. I went to one college practice, but that wasn't even a full practice. That was like a light day for them. They weren't really doing anything there, and there was no one really there. To be brutally honest, between me and you, because now no one else is watching this right now, and this is mostly for me seeing all this really back and really documenting the whole thing. So I'm showing everything really. I'm not gonna hide anything. I was hiding a little bit. Sometimes I hide a little bit, but I'm gonna start just telling the whole thing, because I really think this thing's gonna really take off. And not just take, I want to be like, this is like, I want to show everything, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hold anything back. I feel like that could be my superpower, you know, showing everything, because no one else shows everything. That's something that I think can make me be different and help a lot of people, and, you know, be just more of just a college wrestler. Because when my college wrestling ends, it's not like, oh, I'm gonna fall off. Like I don't. What is going on? Oh, what? Yo, what was that? So I saw some dude in his hoodie, his hands in his pocket, and he was like running, like he was like jumping up and down, and he was like smiling, like he was like hopping, like he was jumping, like he was running but hopping, and he was smiling, like he was like has his mouth wide open, like sorry. I have no idea what's going on. Yo, I'm telling you, I've never seen this stuff ever before unless I go out. Maybe I'm seeing stuff because I get a lot of sleep, but I'm telling you, I just saw that right now. What is going on? That was the most randomest thing. It's like, it didn't even process in my head. It was normal. It's like, what is going on? I don't know what's going on, but anyways, I'll get back to what I was saying. There's only 5 people at the practice, including me. So there's 4 other people there at the practice I went to, the one practice. So I didn't really practice in 6 months. That's crazy to think how fast time flew. No, not 6 months. It's been 4 months. I'm not gonna. 5 months it's been. Yeah, 5 months. It's not been way too long, but it's gonna be a little rough getting back into the swing of everything, but I think I can do it. I've had bigger I've never actually been out for this long ever. Yeah, I've never been out for this long. I've been out for almost a year now, like in total. I can't do a couple practices, but I've really been out and injured for over a year now, almost. So I didn't expect it to be like, when I started recording these videos, I was really expecting to show like everything, like all the good side and everything like that, but you know, you're seeing like you're seeing all the struggle, and I feel like, I don't know why, because like I feel like everyone used to love struggle and stuff like that, but I feel like nowadays no one likes it. Like if you show any signs of struggle, you're looked down upon and stuff like that, and it's like people hate struggle. Everyone wants to see the good stuff all the time, and it's like no one. I feel like if you're an underdog story, like you actually get looked down upon, and people don't like you anymore. I don't know. I feel so detached from like actual society. I don't know why I'm always this now. I feel so detached like from actual society. Like what happened here? Did they close this Panera Bread? The logo's off and everything. Where even am I? But yeah, I feel like in a completely different like world. Like I feel like I don't like, you know, like I feel like I'm like on a different planet almost, or I don't really know. Like I don't feel like I like understand what everyone like does anymore, because I've been so detached from actual society. I feel like I don't really know. I have no idea what the jokes are, the trends are really. I really don't know anything really, or what people do anymore. A lot of people like would say, "Oh, this is falling off," or something like that, but I'm not really falling off. I'm still at my best, physically, mentally, doing my content, really after a goal. That's what you need. Every single man needs a goal. You know what I'm saying? You need something to, you know, to chase and go after. I've never been to Kohl's before. I'm at Kohl's right now. For the Kohl's, I've never been here alone before. Or really, I don't think I've gone here in years, like 4 years. I didn't went here one time on Black Friday. So what ended up happening, wait, I'll quickly tell this story. I don't think it wasn't at this Kohl's, it was at a different one. So I ended up going to this Nike store, and I bought this gray sweater. And then I went to Kohl's and I bought the exact same gray sweater. So I had two of the exact same gray sweater, like the exact same ones. I don't know. I was really I didn't have a lot of gray in my I started really liking gray, and I didn't have any gray before. So because I wore black my whole life. So when I started wearing gray, it was like something that, like, maybe I thought in my head like I was standing out and stuff like that, because I thought everyone wore black, but I don't really know. That was my thing. Anyways, I went to Kohl's after, and I bought the exact same sweater. So I had two of the exact same Nike sweaters in my gray ones in my closet. So yeah, that's my last memories of Kohl's. I haven't gone here in about 4 years, over 4 years. Oh my god. So yeah, you know, time's like flying. Like, not flying, because I didn't really go out for such a long time, and now I'm really doing everything again. So yeah, I'm really just trying to grow, trying to be as consistent as possible, really showing all the struggles. I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm this and that. I'm showing all the live struggles. I'll show if I'm feeling down, my mood, everything all the time. The clip count did well, and everything else is doing well right now, so I'm happy with that, and just keep being consistent. So yeah, I ended up not going to Kohl's. I mean, I did, but the line was way too long, and I'm like, I can't wait here. This is gonna be like 30 minutes. So I decided to go to the next place right next to Kohl's, which was Aldi's, and you know, I thought it was a food place and stuff like that, so I didn't really know what to expect, but I did end up getting something right here. And this is pretty nice. The only issue is that it's for dogs, and I didn't know that until the register person actually said, "Oh, is your dog getting your dog's lucky," or something like that. I don't know exactly what she said. Very nice person. Very nice person in the front. She even said hi to me while I walked past her. I quickly said like hi, like hey, like quietly, like I said it a little bit, like I acknowledged her. It was just a very shock to me. Like I thought she was just some random worker. She was actually the only worker there. I think there's a couple that came out while I was leaving, but yeah, we I realized this is for dogs, so that kind of sucks. But I mean, if I just take the dog package off and just just give it individually, it won't be for dogs. So yeah, that was around $9. So that was the most expensive gift that was there. All these are very cheap place. It seems like there's a lot of cheap stuff here. Like a lot of the food, like chips and stuff like that, were like $1.50. Everything was very cheap. Dollar Tree is like $1.25, but this is like, it wasn't that big of a comparison. This was similar prices to Dollar Tree, so it was almost like a Dollar Tree in a way. So, which brings me to the point where I am going to Dollar Tree right now to maybe buy one more present, and also I'm gonna get myself ice cream. The ice cream sandwich, see if it's here. I haven't had that one in a while. I have ice cream sandwiches at home, but they're not the M&M ones. And I haven't had an ice cream sandwich from Dollar Tree in a while. Like it might be like since the start of I'll put this thing off. I think since the start of that's good. Maybe start in November, I think it was. I don't think I got ice cream sandwiches the whole November. I don't think so. Maybe I have. I don't remember though. No, maybe. Wait, what day am I on? I used to do I used to get Dollar Tree ice cream sandwiches every single day. Like every single time I'd edit the videos. I would edit my videos in the Dollar Tree parking lot. Because that was an empty place, so I would record my videos in the Dollar Tree parking lot and edit them. And also, I used to do that as a daily journey video. I used to eat the ice cream as a daily journey video, but I stopped doing that. That's why I started recording the whole day actually. But I don't really record the whole day anymore too much now, which is a little bummer. But I mean, I record when I get up in the morning, but I've been playing the same clip for like 10 videos now. I gotta change it. So yeah, I play that, and then usually I would play the whole day, but now I just do the talking part. Like I just talk about how I walk and stuff like that, and that was really it. But I'm not walking for the next couple of days because I'm just focused on recovery, really. Getting my back fixed from that shoulder press thing. It's weird because the Zerker squats didn't actually mess up my back. That's weird. Everyone's like, oh, the Zerker squat's gonna mess up your back and everything like that. Didn't mess up my back. It was actually the shoulder press. The last time I did a Zerker squat heavy was back in October, a month ago, and I didn't mess up my back there. That was my knee issue. I hurt when I did the 355 for 3 reps, my knees were actually like hurt. Like I was hurt, but I still pushed through it when I did those 3 reps. And I think I could have done more if I actually had my knees fully better, because I was trying to get more deeper though. That was the issue, because I did 345 for like 8 reps, but the reps looked like half reps, some of them. And looking back at the clips now, it does look like some of them were like a little bit of half reps. I'm just gonna say, some I would say. And still, holding 345 is hard. Like right now, I can't hold them 325. Like 325, holding that is hard for me right now, because I don't know, I'm really off right now and everything like that. I feel like something happened. And this is the whole memory right here. Stop and Shop. This is where I used to walk past. I used to go to this Stop and Shop right here, and used to hop over the fence to go to this back of the theaters, and then walk to the gym, because I didn't want anyone seeing me, just in case anyone was driving on this road and like seeing me walking here. It would have been a little weird. I hated that. So I used to just hop the fence, the back fence. Hopefully I'm allowed to say this. I used to hop that fence to the there's this movie theater, like this whole back space. So I used to walk in the back space and used to walk to the gym right here that I'm at right here, which is Planet Fitness. I used to walk to this gym all the time. And it's very cool to see this, but I might come back here every once in a while. Maybe as the content grows and stuff like that, I'll maybe rent a membership here, as I can actually get the money from coaching and stuff like that. And actually come here every single once in a while because it's a very friendly place. So a lot of people say, oh, some Planet Fitnesses are toxic and stuff like that, but I don't see it. I was there and I only had ever nice experiences. I had one experience where I was doing the leg press hard and stuff like that, and someone came up to me and asked me about it, but I was laughing. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing wrong, because I was doing the leg press weird. I didn't know how to leg press for a long time, so yeah, I still really don't know to this day. I only do squats, so yeah. They said something about that, and then one time about the deadlifts. I think it was, or I'm not too sure what it was. Oh no, it was bench press. I finished the last rep and I like locked it, like the Smith machine bench press. I locked it like too hard. It was really loud, and someone came up to me and I told them, yeah, I'm good. And also, I remember one time I was lifting in the gym and some guys were like incline benching 315. They were like screaming and yelling, like, ah, ah. The dude's like, you gotta go. He was laughing though and everything like that. So he wasn't really being fully serious, but that's the only real things. It's a really friendly place. I only went there at around 2 o'clock, and I used to come back from school and I would just walk there. And it was very friendly, the place. Very nice and friendly place. So I never really had any bad issues with that. It was actually a very cool place. I actually miss it a bit. You know, that feeling of just walking into a friendly area and everything like that. Wow. Getting a little flashbacks of my high school. You know, I never thought this would happen because I didn't really enjoy too much of the high school. It was towards the end, I always talk about it. Those last 3 months were the only time in high school, my senior year, I actually enjoyed. Those were so much fun. Oh my god. And it was cool towards the end, though, walking as well out of school, walking and going through all the fields and everything like that, and just walking. Because I took the back roads, the back place where no one drove, so no one really saw me too much. I don't think so. No one really saw me walking. I would go there really fast. So by the time, if they were driving, and by the time they would get out of the parking lot and everything like that, I would be already in the Stop and Shop area. And I would hop with the fence so no one would see me. This is how insecure I was about everything. But yeah, now I'm doing all this, but I'll let you know how it goes on the way back. I was watching back. This is also right before I get started. This is also something I got from Dollar Tree. So yeah, I went to Dollar Tree and got this. So what ended up happening actually as well was I initially handed this to the cash register person, and she was she was speaking some gibberish, and I didn't understand what she said. And I'm like, what'd you say? And she's like, you need a barcode. This one didn't. The other one didn't have a barcode, so she couldn't scan it. But she told me to go back and get it. And as I was going back, I actually almost bumped into somebody. I'm like, my bad or something like that. And she's like, you're all good or whatever. She said something really nice or whatever she was. It wasn't all good. Something actually saying that oh yeah, there was no issue. And then I did to another person. I almost bumped into another person. And I'm like, my bad. And she's like, she was like, I'm like, there's nothing wrong. I don't know. She said something. I don't remember exactly what she said, but yeah. And that was it. So that was a much more better human interactions than the one at Aldi. It's a little sad hearing that I'm literally fighting for human interactions. This is how low everything's got. But I'm literally showing you the struggle and showing you that a lot of guys are in this period. A lot of the 19-year-olds, stuff like that, who don't go to a big college, or even then when they do go to college, because not everyone talks in college. College isn't this big social event that everyone sees, unless you're going to crazy parties, doing all sorts of bad stuff or whatever, really. But it's not this crazy big thing. But if you're commuting as well, you're not gonna make any friends. I'm gonna just say that. But yeah, that's I got that, and then got this as well. So I'll review it a little bit. I haven't had this in a long time. The last time I had this, it was half open, so, and it didn't taste that good. So hopefully this is a little better. And I was just watching back some of my wrestling clips, and it's especially that match I was wrestling against that top 10 ranked guy, the D3 guy, who was really strong now and everything like that. Oh, it's a little squished a little bit, but no, I think it's good. I was watching back the match because I posted a transformation edit, and it had a little bit more of that. I was wrestling at a whole another level back then. You know, people that like the athletes, the college athletes with these good performances, do have egos and stuff like that. I'm not saying that like, oh yeah, they have egos. Like they generally do, because then everyone's telling them that they're good and stuff like that. Even I had it for a bit after I started doing well. Not really too much. Like I like outside, like if I was like humble, but at the same time I had like the ego a bit. But still, when I was with everyone, when I went back to the high school, I was laughing, I was joking around, I was messing around, and I didn't have any ego. It was pretty good, actually. And like the part that I like is like the scary part almost, and the part that I really want to like show my worth was in all those good matches and everything like that. Like all those matches where I was doing really well, shocking a lot of people, because I have the coaches from those schools, like those teams, I think watched me a bit. I'm not too sure fully. I know a lot of the wrestlers do from those teams, and a lot of people do. I don't know what they're thinking, if it's a good thing or being like, oh yeah, why is this guy posting this content? Oh my god. That's what I initially thought a lot of people were going to say when they were viewing my content, but I think it's actually very positive, actually, maybe. Because it's very hard, this what I'm doing. And I feel like I underestimated it until you're really outside that circle. Like when you're in that college circle, that wrestling circle, and you're doing all that stuff, it doesn't feel hard or anything. But when you're outside the circle, like how I've been for almost a year now, I'm looking back at my clips, I'm like, oh my god, like I'm actually crazy. Like I'm so good I'm so good back then. I think it's telling me to go straight. I don't know. I'll go straight because I always used to go straight when I used to go. This is the place. Literally, this whole thing is giving me flashbacks now. And this is why I got so upset the last day of school. Like I was actually so upset and crying because those last 3 months are the only times I had actual fun in high school. And a lot of people say, oh yeah, those last 3 months where everyone comes together. That's not why I had fun. I didn't talk to anybody in my senior year. They were, I don't know. A lot of these guys in my grade were very strange. I don't really know what's up with them. And you know, as well, we didn't have any standout athletes. Not like, of course, it sounds like a thing, but like we didn't have any good athletes really. But like any cool athletes, like they're all weird. And yeah, it's like a couple of them committed as well to colleges and stuff like that, and they didn't go. Some of them did, and they're doing decent. I know some of them transferred, stuff like that. A lot of people are doing transfer. I transferred as well. What am I saying? But I didn't transfer because I was doing bad. I just transferred because I wanted to. I didn't want to keep going. It was gonna mess up my whole thing, going an hour forward and back, and the roads are very dangerous. The highway, like the road that you have to drive on, was very dangerous, and going an hour forward and back and everything like that was rough for me. And I wanted to, like, I was thinking like first semester I go here, and then second semester maybe transfer back, but they're not really messing with that idea too much. And also, I mean, they didn't really respond to my email, so I'm assuming they don't care anymore. They responded to my email though before the season started, like before the wrestling started. So I think at the time they bumped up the 184 pound. I'm not sure if they did it before or after I left, but they bumped him up to 197. And what ended up happening was he's not wrestling 197. I think it was. On the roster, it listed him at 184. So I'm confused. Is he wrestling 184? Because they have a really good 184 pounder as well. Or I don't really know if he's wrestling 174, 184. I know he wrestled 170 in high school, but maybe he's wrestling 184. I'm not too sure exactly what that is. He wrestled 184 at a tournament, so I'm assuming he did. And he wrestled in the open bracket, I think it was. And I think they put the starters in the open bracket, so I think he wrestled open bracket. So yeah, he might be the starter at 184. And when they bumped up the 184 guy to 197, I'm not too sure if they did this before or after I left. They probably did this before because they're not bumping up a second year to 197. So, anyways, right now he's not doing the all-time great. He's facing some decent competition. No, he wrestled a kid that was a national qualifier as well. He placed third at the tournament, the state tournament. The Ithaca guy, the Ithaca wrestler guy who I wrestled against, he actually won the whole thing because I was just watching the whole tournament. But because of my teams and everything like that, I talked about it as well. We had a kid from my high school, a wrestler from my old high school as well. Because now it's me, him, and another guy. I think the other one also got injured. I think he posted a story. I think he quickly deleted it though, because I think I saw it, like him like in crutches or something like that. I'm not too sure, but he did wrestle in the tournament, so I think he's injured. So yeah, so I didn't wrestle in it too. So maybe that got some eyes on me, being like, where am I? I think because everything's shocking to me. First, I mean, shocking to everyone. Thinking first, like, oh yeah, if he ended up being a college starter, I'm still like, now I'm thinking because like at the time I'm like, oh yeah, it's just starting college, like, you know what I'm saying, it's not a big deal. But looking back now, like where I was, I don't think it's ever happened at that college, and it's such a high level and political college. Like they didn't want me to stay. They didn't even want me on the team. I don't think you understand. I had to fight for my. Like, this is what's crazy about me being a starter and doing everything I did last year. It's that they didn't want me on the team. I had to beg the director, but just even I literally begged the director for a chance. Like the director who sets up the whole team and everything like that. I had to beg him for a chance, and I told him I was gonna do anything to. I was gonna keep going to off-season practices, keep doing my lifts, the running, everything. I was gonna keep going after everything as hard as possible. Gonna keep going crazy. I sent that similar email to my to the head coach, and he told me he'll text me on Monday, and he didn't respond to me. I sent 2 different times to both of them, and none of them really responded to me. It's like when I begged and did all that, then they responded to me, which is cool, and I'm thankful for that they gave me the opportunity still. But when I got there, you know, the coach was there, wasn't nice to me in the beginning. Didn't know my name for most of the time. And was only really nice to me when I became a starter. And that's something that he does. He's very nice to the good high school wrestlers and his college starters and stuff like that. He's very, very nice to them. Everyone else he's very mean to. So yeah, so I wasn't treated nice in the beginning, but when I started doing better, then everyone started liking me. You know? When I did well in that first tournament, that's where everyone just saw, like, oh yeah, he can actually wrestle. He's actually good. He's going on all fours. He's just doing whatever. He can defend his shot. Like, I was defending his shots easily. And I even stood up. Like, I was on bottom, and I just, like, stood up and did a reversal on him. But he wasn't the best wrestler, but he was still alright. He was a junior, he was a starter, so he was good, but I don't know. He had more experience than me, so he wasn't a freshman or anything like that. Like he wasn't raw like freshman. You know, he actually had like technique and everything to him and everything like that. But I was cutting such a heavy weight as well, because I was 193 and I was cutting to 184. I don't think the dude was really cutting too much. He probably was walking around 183, 182, something like that. So he wasn't really cutting anything. I think he wrestled 197 at a tournament, but I think he wasn't really cutting too much. Because I was easily able. That's why I saw, like, oh yeah, this cutting weight thing is giving me a huge advantage when I was cutting the 184. It was that's what I saw the first. I never cut weight ever, like, and the way I did. So when I cut weight, I saw the impact of it, how much beneficial it was. Even though I had to run 5 pounds in the 6 pounds like in the morning, like 6.5. I was 189.6, I think, the morning of weigh-ins. I had to weigh 184. So yeah, I had to run a couple pounds off. The worst part was I took a cold shower before, because that's how I get like in the mindset and everything like that. I get locked in and everything like that. It helps like you with your whole dopamine and everything like that. It gives you like not short form, but it gives you long dopamine. And it raises your testosterone and everything like that. And so that's something that I did a lot. I really, like, normally every single day do a cold shower. I still do it every single day. Cold shower. I only do like a minute and a half, like minute and a half or 2. I don't do 6-minute or 10-minute cold showers. I don't even see the point of that. I don't think a lot of people even do that. I just saw it one time on a video where it's like challenge somebody to it was like wrestling thing. It was like challenge somebody to a 6 minute cold shower or 10 minute, or I don't really know what it was, but I'm not too sure a lot of people do that cold shower thing like that. But yeah. Alright, so I cut at the end, but what I was trying to say was so what ended up happening was my phone ended up dying, and I was outside in the cold for like around the last like 20-30 minutes, but I'm in now. You know, I couldn't go to my car or anything. My phone died, so yeah, it was not the best. And so towards the end, I think the last 2 minutes of the recording got cut out, but it's 2 minutes. I thought a lot more got cut out. I was talking about some good stuff, so yeah, that's really it today. You know, I didn't really say anything else afterwards. I was talking about I think my lift numbers. So I was talking about how I got my circuit squat from 185 for 8 reps to now 355 for around 3 reps, and that was pretty cool. And I talked about all my other jumps, and I was saying how like last season I was only able to lift so little, but I did so well. And now that I have these high lift numbers, I'm looking to shock a lot of people. But yeah, that was really it for then. And I was talking about it's just like improving yourself and like living the best quality of life. There's no need to be nice to everyone, smile at everybody, and just live the best quality of life. You know what I'm saying? That's really it though.